Okay, good evening, everyone. Ramadan Mubarak to all the Muslims who are watching, and welcome to the third episode of the YAC, Zayak Media Production, live sessions with our footballers. We are doing House of Folk midfielder Frederick Ansah Botchway today. Fred will join us very soon, and we'll go live and delve into some of his matters. We're waiting for Frederick Ansah Botchway to join us. Okay, that's Fred's line. Fred, you should have to tell me. Okay, I've seen Fred. If Fred is online, we can begin the session. Okay, looks like Fred is finally here. Good evening, everyone. Fred, are you
Hello,
online?
boss. Yeah, I'm here.
How is everything?
Everything is fine, bro. What about you?
Thanks. Everything is fine here. Are we managing? How are you dealing with the no football? How are you dealing with the COVID-19 and this whole situation that's halted football in the world?
Okay. It hasn't been easy. Living all this world without football. With me, I feel useless because football is all I can do. It's just a game. That is something I can do, and without football, and I'm still alive. It's like I'm kind of useless. That is how I see it.
Yeah.
We are just hoping that this crisis will go over, then we all get back to the field. Yeah.
It's been almost a month, quite unusual. What have you been doing personally? And for yourself, what have you been doing in this period?
Okay, I've been doing my personal workouts. I have some app on my phone, so I do follow um, their aerobics, and that is all I do. Maybe it's gradual. Maybe you can't be doing it always, so you're going to pull weight. So maybe in a while, then I do. Yeah.
But do you think that you are putting on weight? Because definitely you'll be eating in the house, not doing any rigorous exercises.
Not really. As a footballer, you have to always keep the shape. You have to be in shape. Yeah, you can't allow yourself to pull on weight. Yeah, you have to exercise in order to keep the shape. Yeah, so everything is over.
That's great. Aside from you personally, what has the club been doing in this moment? What are some of the daily, messages you receive from them and calls? What is Accra House of Folk as a club doing to hold on to the players in the time?
Okay, nothing much, but we always advise each other on our platform. We always remember each other, so that we all be in a good shape and come back as a team. And yeah.
Great. You came to House of Folk not long ago, but you made some name for yourself. Can you tell us briefly how you started your football career, where you started, and the journey to Accra House of Folk?
Okay, I started very young. Um, I started with Reggae Boys at Dakuma.
Okay,
Yeah, so I always walk from Odoko to
okay,
Dakuma. Yeah, I was very very young, and always I have to pass by the coach's place, pick balls, and carry them to the place. Yeah. So from then, I joined Sporting Club, Shadow Team of Right to Dream, and
okay.
we played. We used to play matches with Right to Dream Academy. So I had a chance to join Right to Dream either. and I had some traveling experiences. I came back to join Charity Stars, then from then to Liberty Professionals. Before I came back, I joined Ansah Folk.
Yeah, I would want to ask how Liberty Professionals signed you for the Premiership, because before that you had not played or tasted the Ghana Premier League proper before. So how did you get signed on to Liberty Professionals?
Okay, well, we met. We played Liberty in the FA Cup, so I think they have an eye on me. Coach Rege set an eye on me. He wanted me to join their under 20, but joining their under 20 and playing charity is all the same. So they intend to promote me in order. My club refused to give me out to Liberty because they wanted me to join their under 20, which is the same as where I am. So I went there, and it's like I have to just find myself again because they don't believe in me by then because I haven't tasted the Premier before.
Yeah.
So I was just going to training. I was training with Liberty for almost months,
Yeah.
just for training. There was nothing for me, nothing. I was just going to training up and down until they start to believe in me that I can play, and it happened.
So what was your first Premier League game? First Ghana Premier League game?
I played against Wow Stars.
Okay.
I started as a winger. Yeah,
Before you moved into midfield, you started in the Ghana Premier League as a winger.
yeah. I started as a winger, right wing.
Okay. But how many years did you play for Liberty before you got signed on to Hearts of Oak?
Okay, it's three seasons.
3 seasons.
Yeah, I played 2 seasons, and I think the third season that was when this announced issue came up.
Yeah.
So yeah, the league was called off. So after this announced issues and everything, I intend to join as a folk to continue my career.
Well, Hearts of Oak is a very big club. Once you get signed on to Hearts of Oak, a whole lot of eyeballs are following you. Uh, how did you, get into contact with Hearts of Oak? For Liberty Professionals, they scouted you after your club Charity played with them. But how did you, attract the eyes of Hearts of Oak? And how was the deal like?
Okay, I was there, and I had a call from Coach Grant.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like he have seen my video, so he's much interested in me, and he wants me to join as a folk, and that is how it started. So we took the process, and finally I joined the club.
But did you believe it the first time he called? Did you believe that it was actually Hearts of Oak after you?
Yeah, some of the players too called, and they wanted me to join, and we know each other. We've played before. I played with Denchi Williams at
Yeah.
Charity. We played at Liberty too. I played with Afutu at the local Blasters. I was with Mohamed Alassan Fatal. It's like I know most of the boys already, so joining the club was interesting too. Like I was glad with it, so yeah, I was okay.
Well, but it looks like you found it a bit tough when you came to House of Folk for the first season. I don't know if that's why you also think.
Okay, in football, and it's not always like how we see it. I want to give an example. Ibrahimovic joined Barcelona,
Yeah.
and he didn't have the rhythm as he wanted it, and we didn't see him like the Ibrahimovic. Yeah, I want to give an example again. I want to use Adam Turan. He also joined
Yeah,
Barcelona, the same thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with Asafok. I'm not finding difficulties, but um, I think I didn't join them during pre. I didn't have any preseason training. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was training personal all this while, and they were through with their preseason and stuff before I joined the club. So I wasn't having any match fitness, nothing. I was doing my personal training, yeah, and I joined the team. So that is why I didn't have it easy, yeah, as I joined Asafok. I didn't have it easy, but I think with time, I'll pick the graph from there.
Do you think that the sacking of Kim Grant also contributed to you struggling in your initial days? Because the coach who brought you left the club. Did you think that it affected you in a way?
No, not really, because I didn't know Coach Grant before I joined Asafok. Um, I think they scouted me, and I don't know him, so him leaving the club wasn't my problem. It's not doing anything to my performance to Asafok.
Wow. So he really did not have any, serious or big impact on in your career at Hartlepool.
No, he has, but um, he didn't. He's not coaching me at Asafok at the moment, and before the league, before I joined Asafok, he wasn't with the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. But what's the difference between Hartlepool and Liberty? What are some of the significant differences? You found between Hartlepool and Liberty.
Okay, like you said, Asafok is a big club, yeah, and Liberty is a big club. Liberty has a name, but Asafok really has a name. And considering Liberty and Asafok, um, Asafok, the fans alone, and yeah, the fans alone makes a big difference from Liberty. Yeah,
Yeah.
because when I was at Liberty, I think with Liberty you won't feel much pressure, but with Asafok
Okay.
you're going to feel pressure. Yeah, that is it.
What sort of pressure? What sort of pressure is at Hartlepool? Is it from the fans?
Okay, yeah, from the fans. Most of them don't understand the game. They don't have the eye to watch the football. What they want is the score line, and that is it. They want to win. Immediately you
Mm.
lose, it's war. Yeah, so it wasn't like that with Liberty. With Liberty, whatever comes, we just gather our hopes, do our mistakes, correct our mistakes, and move on. We do the same at House of Folk, but the House of Folk is very, very large, so it's not easy playing House of Folk. But as a player, it's you want to get to the greater heights, you have to be ready for all these things. Yeah.
So, what's been your most challenging game at Hartlepool? Let's say a game that you really found it tough.
Okay. Against against um against Ashgold.
Has
Yeah,
Ashgold,
yeah.
the
I
goalless draw.
Yeah, against Ashgold. Um I know of this guy, Anambila and
Latif,
Makati
yes.
Apia. Yeah. Um we know each other very well, and they have a lot of qualities similar like mine. So I know them, but that very day, I don't know, they were very mobile and we weren't doing the same. So they dominated the midfield. Yeah. So I was finding it so difficult. Yeah, at the midfield.
Well, anybody is going to, think you'll be pointing out the match against Kotoko because obviously that's the biggest game. You were in that game.
Yeah, I was in that game. Okay, Kotoko game. It wasn't the best. I didn't have the best, but it wasn't bad. It's playing Kotoko against our smash. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. I've said it 3 times. It's not easy.
So,
And
explain all the 3 times. It's not easy, number one.
it's not easy. And the expectation is very, very high from the support, your families,
Yes.
your friends. You want to play and perform. You want to prove them. You want to make them proud. Everyone is coming out there to watch you, so you have to make them proud. It's not easy like that, and the challenge is very, very tough. Muda Wasiru and Justice Blay, all those guys have good qualities. They are they are very good, and similar like out of folk players. So it's it's like a challenge. So it's not easy. It's not easy. It's something everyone should know that it's not easy. It's like Barcelona and Real Madrid. Yeah, the tempo is very, very high.
Okay, so put everything aside. Um, what sort of preparation goes into that game? Were you feeling some, butterflies in your stomach? Were you feeling some jitteriness, the pressure in town, days to the game? Did it get to you?
No, it's with me. It's normal, and I've when I was playing for Reggae Boys, all those clubs I played was like that. It's always like there is a derby in the league. When I was playing reggae, it was the same against Marvelous. By then, I was very, very young. That was when I started to have those experiences. When you lose a match, my coach will beat you. Um, his name is Chanchuku. That's what we used to call him. He will beat
Yeah.
you. He can even slap you. He does a whole lot to us just to strengthen us. But he's a good coach. We were very young, and I passed through the same from Charity. Charity don't want us to lose any match, and we used to play a derby game against Third World, and you see people fighting like parks at times. Parks get food even more than those we see at the stadium, Liberty Park, Daewoo, like the place get food. So playing in those zones it's not easy like that. So I already have those courage and confidence in such matches. So I wasn't shivering. It was normal. I was like I didn't even have the crowd in mind until the game went to an end. Yeah.
Okay, but to be very honest, Fred, when you, even as a journalist, the day the moment I stepped into the stadium and saw the crowd, even though I wasn't playing, I was a bit, shocked. So as a player signing for Hearts of Oak for the first, year and playing against Kotoko, when you stepped onto the field and saw the crowd, what went through your mind?
It came in mind. It's a do or die match, and it came in mind this match. This game, that game can make me. Like it can make me, and it can also um, put me down because there are a lot of expectation in that match. So when you can't perform, even it's your first time, so at least people won't expect much, but people will expect much from you. You have to at least perform to 60%, 70% in those matches because House of Folk believed in you and they know you can do it, you can play, you can perform, you can give them results. So they are not watching that it's your first time. So as a player, you also have to put certain things aside. Um, Play like there is no crowd. There is crowd. Immediately you see the crowd, a lot will come in mind that it's a do or die. But you
Yeah.
just have to put them aside and make.
Finally or no, did you think House of Folk deserved to lose that game?
Okay, not really. I think for from the blast of the whistle to 15 minutes, we had a
Yeah,
lot of chances, but we didn't utilize them. We should have had a goal from that first minute to 15 minutes. We should have had
yeah,
a goal, and I think they couldn't break through our team to cross even
yeah,
the center line until that goal. Yeah.
yeah.
And from them, the game was 50-50. It goes to the possession goes to their side, then it comes to our side. And there
Wow.
was nothing special, there was nothing different after the goal. And we even have had another chances that we could even, like, I think, like, that match really hurts me so much. I think House of Folk should win that match of that game because
Okay. Away from there. Yeah, away from
I
there.
think
Oh, continue. Keep on, go on.
we performed than Kotoko, but they had
Oh,
the
you think the House of Folk played better in that game than Kotoko?
yeah, we had a lot of chances. Um, I won't talk about possession, but we had a lot of chances that we should win that match. We should have won that match. Yeah, it's quite
Okay.
unfortunate.
Okay. Let me touch a few things in the team. Who is your best friend in the House of Folk team? Your party in the team.
I don't have a pad, but I have paddies.
Okay. One or two parties. Your closest
Um,
buddies.
okay, Afutu and Benchi, yeah,
Okay. And
and
who is the most
Nete.
skillful player? Yeah.
Um, I don't know if he is I don't know if he's ready to play. We have one guy who is very very skilled. He not ready yet. His card is not ready yet. I don't know his problem, but he will soon join us on the field.
Is he not a player of House of Folk yet?
He is a player of House of Folk, but um, before I joined House of Folk, I saw him. He's still with us, but I don't know why he hasn't. He's not playing yet. I don't know, but
What's
I'm
his name?
sure Eric. His name. He's not a Ghanaian. I think an Ivorian. Yeah,
Eric Dizan.
yeah,
Oh, you think
yeah.
he's the most skillful player in the team?
He's very very skillful. He's skillful. He's very swift.
He just signed an official contract.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. He's very good.
Okay. Okay. So he's the most skillful player. Who is the funniest in the team? Who cracks a lot of jokes in the Hearts of Folk team?
Nurudi. Nurudi,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And who is the big boss in the team? One that's very cool, doesn't talk, but talks once and everybody listens.
Mm. Ben Minson.
The Mensa.
Yeah.
Great. A lot of the players have come to your training grounds, and a lot of the players think that Ben Mensah can be a very good assistant coach for Hearts of Folk if he decides to retire. Do you share same, opinion? I think Frederick's line is a bit unstable. He'll come back and answer this question before. Frederick's line has been very unstable. Okay. I think I'll try and get in touch with Frederick again. We are online with Hearts of Folk midfielder Frederick Ansah Botchway, just trying to delve deep into some of the issues with his life and the clubs he's played for. We just going to touch a little bit on his ambitions as a footballer, where he wants to. Okay, Let me get back to Frederick again. I'm sure he's on the line. He's back on the line. Yes, Ike, Ghana Internet. I told you. We are managing, so I'm sure he's back. Hello, Fred.
Yeah.
I was asking about, I've been to the training ground, and a lot of you guys take a good assistant coach when he decides to. Oh, Fred. Okay. I'm sure it's because of this particular question, but I'll jump that and get to another question. We are still waiting for Frederick Ansah Botchway. Thank you all for watching. We are going into a very, very, deeper aspect of his life and who his idol is and where his ambition lies. Fred is back on the line again. Okay, let's try and see if the line is stable now. Trying to connect back to Frederick Ansah Botchway. Hello, Fred.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen some messages. People are anxious. They can't wait to see Eric play because you have confirmed that he's really very skillful player. So they can't wait to see him. But I was asking about the Bemensa. You told us he's a player that you really think has been the big boss in the team. A lot of you have said he'll make a very good assistant coach if he decides to retire. Do you share same opinion, especially when he's on the field?
Yeah. He's very calm, and anytime he speaks, I think there is something that I don't know, but he's very, very influential. Yeah, he always speaks. He motivates. He's very, very inspirational. Yeah.
Good. So basically, who is your idol? Who do you look up to? If there is a player that you want to play, people, liking your style of play to Fabregas. I don't know if he's your idol or you have somebody else.
Okay. I used to have. I was having much interest. I liked Iniesta, but
Okay.
he's not playing anymore. So my idol for now is Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh, okay. You want to play like Kevin De Bruyne. Is
Yeah,
there an
sure.
European team? Is there an European team that you support and dream that one day you would love to play for that team?
Barcelona. Yeah,
But
Barcelona.
okay, strong. But Sule Muntari has been training with your team, has been wearing the Hearts of Oak jersey. Rumors are, awash on social media that Sule will be joining Hearts of Oak. I don't know if you've heard it, and how does, that feeling? I don't know how you feel about it. Somebody is asking again if you've heard about the Sule Muntari rumors, and if you would love to play with Sule at Hearts of Oak.
Okay, yeah. I don't really know about this, but if it's true, then it's not anything bad. It's welcome, and I'll be glad to play with him.
Why would you love to play with Sule? Because he's a senior player. Maybe he comes to House of Folk and a lot of the midfielders may not have the opportunity of playing again, but you want to welcome him. Why?
It's As for me, I think he is much experienced player. He's the senior most, and when he joins South of Folk, we can learn much from him, and it's also going to help us. Yeah.
Okay, good. But there are a lot of footballers who have ambitions of doing something else. I'll come back to that. But beyond football, what else would you have done? You've already hinted that when there is no football, you feel useless. So beyond
Yeah.
football, what job do you see yourself in that you would have been a perfect, staff or an official of a job outside football?
Maybe a counselor or an evangelist.
Oh, you want to be an environment.
or a
You want to be
counselor.
an
Yeah,
evangelist or a counselor, okay. But what are some
yeah.
of the biggest challenges you faced as a footballer playing in the local league? We spoke to Samuel Owusu yesterday. He was talking about the fact that some of you can go to training and play 90 minutes of football without anything in your stomach. What are some of the struggles and challenges you face as a local footballer?
Okay. Um, there are a lot of challenges, but um, I don't want to mention. I don't want to mention any challenge, but um,
No, but we just expressing these are personal opinions that you are
yeah,
sharing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know there are a lot of challenges, but um, I won't take them into consideration. I won't take them into consideration that much because I think um, those challenges are there to make you you going to training. Sometimes you don't have transport. You have to go to a friend. Maybe people gives you much respect as a footballer, but um, you as a person knows this is your situation. You don't even have what you use
You
as
don't have money to even feed yourself.
yes to even to board a car for training. You have to go to
Wow.
a friend who is not even going up and down to work or something. Sometimes you have to, you have to call this senior men. You have to talk to them. You have to tell them your problem. Then they can assist you. It's a whole lot. But with time to time, when you make a step, some of the challenges drops. So you feel relaxed and you keep your focus and moved on. But the challenges are very, very, like, it depends. Some people are from a good family already, so they won't face much challenge like maybe I will face. Do you understand? So it depends. But the challenges are many.
See, do you think that the salary levels in the Ghana Premier League is woeful? Because if a player plays in the Division One or Premier League and can't get money to board a car, that's supposed to be worrisome.
Yeah. When I was playing for when I was playing charity, Um, I played charity for almost over years. I think over 4 to 5 years. I was going up and down all alone. Sometimes I walked to training. It got to a time I was sleeping at the mission house to survive.
You slept
It's
at a mission house.
Yeah. I was in the
Why?
mission house. You look at your situation, then you adjust, you manage. Because I can't be working from Odoko to Dakuma always, and it's called to a time I moved to Ablekuma. So I was playing charity and there was no pay, there was no winning bonus. Like we are so desperate to play, so I always move from Ablekuma to Dakuma. So just imagine me going up and down always without anything. So I have to move into the mission house and gather myself up small, small until I joined
Which mission house was
Liberty.
that?
We have one I think Gentiles Forever Ministry, one
Okay.
church. So I think the club was formed from the church. Yeah, so they have a mission house and they assist the players. When you are in the mission house, definitely there will be some food for you. There will be certain things to assist you. So when you choose to stay home, maybe those assist won't come. You have to do them all alone. Yeah,
Yeah, that's really a struggle. So what was
yeah.
your, I mean, at charities as you are not being paid, what was the first salary, the amount of your first salary?
um, 200 Ghana cedi. No, it's 200 Ghana cedi. Yeah. But
But you were excited when you received it, right?
yeah, because I wasn't having even a person from charity, but um, I love charity because we have all the qualities there. So we were playing good football. Like, I mean, good football, yeah. Like the telepathy, everything was there. So no one will tell you to wake up and go to training. Like it was very, very fun. Do you understand? And we
Yeah.
really have support. They wherever we go, even when we don't have support, I will get like 2 or 3 people who will go with us. They can go and fight for us. People will beat them. Those stuffs. Like it was very, very fun. Even though there was no money for us, so, but we've chosen to play football, so we have to manage till now.
Yeah. You're talking about hunger, you're talking about the struggles. Has it ever gotten to a time that you said, no, I can't continue with this. I have to choose another job. I can't be a footballer. I have to. Has it ever gotten to that time that you regretted?
Yeah, so many times, but um, sometimes I cried, and I always look up to my mom when I start to feel like giving up, because my mom has done a lot, and I think it's about time for me. No, no, I won't consider anyone, but for me to go harder and get back to her. Yeah, that's the only thing that keeps me going.
You want to keep harder, keep on going harder so that you can come back and help your mom in return.
Yeah, that
Wow.
is my motivation. Yeah,
But I'm sure her prayers are still with you.
sure.
It's very
Mhm.
tough, very, very tough. So, what's the ambition now? From Hearts of Hope, where do you see yourself?
I see myself in Europe. Um, yeah, I see myself in Europe, and I believe I won't play House of Hope. I won't end my contract with House of Hope. And I'll get a chance to travel. And I am very, very glad I'm having. I believe in my agency now, and I believe with them um, things will grow up smoothly for me. So all I think I have
Yeah.
to do now is to work hard and give them the courage to push me. Yeah,
Well, you're speaking about you don't think that your contract with Hearts of Oak will have to end. You may get an European deal, but people are
yeah.
speaking about the fact that you players need to stay a bit longer in the league and make it interesting. So how do you combine that?
Okay, it's it's not bad staying in the league, but um, we have a home to support, we have friends to support, we have families behind us, and we all have our destiny is not the same. Maybe you've chosen to play here in Ghana, that's you. But me, my ambition is not to play here in Ghana. But I believe it's a process. So with time I'll get there. Yeah, so I appreciate where I found myself, but that is not where I should be. Yeah,
Great, great. So locally, who is the player you look up to, even in the House of Folk team or any other team? Is there a player that you look up to locally or in the Ghana Black Stars team?
um, Apia Makati.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
What
I
do you like
I
about him?
um technically he's very, very good, and he also have same style like Kevin De Bruyne, and we were both in the national team, so I was learning much from him too. He's very, very good. Technically, he's very, very good. Yeah.
Okay. Fred, imagine you have a contract abroad, you move, they sign you, they give you bumper money. What would be the first thing you do when you receive your signing on fee from possibly an European club? What would be the first person? Who will be the first person you call, and what would be the first thing you do?
I'll call I'll call my agent first.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
And
after your agent has facilitated all this. Perhaps he's even with you there, signing and taking your money. So you don't need to call him again. Who will you call?
I'll call my mom. I'll call my mom.
Okay. Well, let's keep on praying. I'm sure that you also have an ambition of playing for the Black Stars one day, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, and
It's
who is
really a
who is
desire.
who is your idol in that team? Your icon, somebody you look up to in the Black Stars team.
Thomas Partey.
Oh, okay. Well, great. But I would want you to, like we do, there are two great players in the world. Everybody chooses at the end of this interview. Messi, Ronaldo.
Messi. Not
Well,
because I'm a Barcelona fan, but
yeah, but Messi.
Messi is exceptional.
Okay. Kotoko Hearts.
As a folk.
Why?
Yeah, as a folk. I don't know what is in Kotoko. I've never been there. Yeah,
Would
and
you want to play for them one day?
if possible, I'm playing, and wherever I found myself, I'll give out the best, and that is it. When it happens for me to play for Kotoko, I will.
Even when we are
It
moving from Hearts
doesn't
of Oak.
it doesn't change anything. It's football. From Real Madrid to Barcelona, from Barcelona to Juventus, it's it's normal.
It changes a lot with Kotoko Hearts. It changes a lot.
Okay,
If,
maybe that's the perception, but me, I don't see anything bad in it. I'm done with that.
okay.
A good offer from Kotoko, and yeah, it's
Well, Fred's line has gone off again. I'm sure we try and get him for the last minute of this interview before we draw the session to an end. Folk and okay, Fred's line he's coming back. Let's try and see if we can get Fred. No, Fred is still not on. Waiting to have the final minutes with Frederick Ansah Botchway. He's touched on so many things, and I'm looking forward to having him for the last minutes of this interview. It's very, very interesting with him on the Yak Media Production on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Just trying to see if we can get Frederick Ansah Botchway for the last time. Well, it looks like his network is completely off. But there are questions that you've asked me to push to him. I'm sure he may have seen them, but a lot of them he's answered and touched on. So thank you very much. We will end the session. Basically, we've exhausted a lot of the questions that were supposed to be asked. Yes, according to Obenat, yes, according to Frederick Ansah Botchway, Eric Dizan has been training with the team for a long time, and he's saying that he doesn't even know why the player has not featured for them in a league game yet. And I'm pointing out to him that the player has just signed officially, but to him, Eric Dizan is the most skillful player in the Hearts of Oak team, even though he hasn't played a competitive game. So Hearts of Oak fans can start, hoping for the best with the return of football and the signing of Eric Dizan. Thank you very much. We may have another session possibly next week. The weekends will be very busy for the players and people elsewhere. So we can't wait to watch him. Okay, so thank you very much. Next week, we will join the feed again and let you know who we're speaking to. But he touched on a whole lot of things. The point in his career that he contemplated quitting. He had to sleep in a mission house just to survive. He's had to beg for money from people to buy food to eat. And he wants to play football. His mother is his biggest motivation. And he wants to play football just to get something to reward the mom. A whole lot of things and his idols. I'm sure that people have really enjoyed the interview. Next week, God willing, will come your way again. Thank you very much.